Welcome to my broadcast. My name is Anita, and I hope that you get a lot of value out of this video. If you do, at the end of this video, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to share it with your friends. They may get some help and value out of it also. Okay, the stock market. Oh, it was crazy this week, guys. I mean, it was crazy. A lot of people that follow me have been asking me what's going on, what's going on. All I can tell them is hold on to your stock. If they are companies that you are really and truly um um you have a lot of confidence in, hold on to your stock. If you've done your research and you're confident that you're dealing with strong companies and companies that are good and that are going to endure this process that we're going through with Trump and the China tariffs, then stick with them. Hold your stock. Okay? Um, Work your strategies however you're working them. If you have to tweak them a little bit in order for you to turn a profit or whatever, do your best. If you have to sell some stock and replace it with stock that are performing good during this season, then that is what you do. Do what you got to do. That's all I can tell you. Do what you got to do. As for me, my strategy is I sold stock that were performing really, really bad. I don't like losing money. I sold the ones that were performing really, really bad, and I have reinvested into ones that are performing good. And to me, guys, right now, the ones that are performing really well through the Trump tariffs um, are the marijuana stocks. Now, there's also some things going on with um, Facebook still going to court about interfering in the uh, votes during election time. So that is affecting most of the tech stocks. I'll put the links verifying what I'm reporting here at the bottom of this video. So basically, guys, just hold on to your horses. I'm going to read this article that I found here on Market Watch. Is a very reliable financial news reporting um, vehicle. So I'm going to read this, and they are very reliable. On the stock market logs weekly loss as Trump hints at more China tariffs. It's crazy, guys. I mean, it was really, really crazy for everybody. Okay, the tech stocks remain under pressure. U.S. stocks closed lower Friday to retreat for the week after President Trump said the U.S. had tariffs ready to go on another 260 billion in Chinese goods, on top of tariffs on 200 billion in goods the administration is now preparing. Friday's drop marks the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq's fourth straight decline. The comments made on Air Force One Friday morning overshadowed tenuous optimism in the stock market from a mostly healthy August jobs report. Uncertainty on the ramifications from escalating trade clashes and concerns about a downdraft in emerging economies have weighed on investors' sentiment all week. Um, Now, how did the major benchmarks fare? The Dow Jones Industrial Average DJIA averaged a negative 31% loss, bounced back from its intraday low to end 79.33 points lower at 25,916 and 0.54, a loss of 0.3%. The S&P 500 index SPX was at a negative 0.22% loss, fell 6.37 points or 0.2% to 2,871.68 points in bumpy action, while the NASDAQ Composite COMP was at a negative 0.25% loss, slid 20.18 points or 0.3% to 7,902.54. For the week, the Dow edged down 0.2%, the S&P 500 shed 1%, and the Nasdaq slumped 2.6%. And what drove the market? I'm going to explain it to you here from what I read in this article. Trump's comments about tariffs come as investors focus on the developments around international trade after it was reported that the prospect of reviving the U.S. trade battle with China was fading. At the same time, investors continue to monitor talks between the U.S. and Canada amid an effort to revamp the North American Free Trade Agreement. So, guys, early in the session, the market digested a jobs report that showed that 201,000 jobs were added in the month of August, which I guess that is a good thing. Slightly better than what had been expected by analysts. The unemployment rate had held steady at 3.9%, and wage growth showed signs of accelerating. Okay, why workers are earning better pay and it won't help them all that much. That's not good. Well, I can tell you one reason why workers are earning better pay. They're earning better pay, and why it's not going to help is because the cost of living is higher. I don't care if you're getting you might be earning better pay, but the cost of living is higher. Food is higher, gas is higher. Everything is where you can't afford it. So that statement in this particular article sounds redundant and kind of hypocritical, because even how is it so much better if it's not meeting the cost of living? How is the pay so much better if it's not meeting the cost of living? Maybe people are getting more jobs now, but that's not true that the pay is getting better. If you don't raise the minimum wage, how is the pay getting better? Really? I mean, it's like people on fast food jobs, or any food chain job, or entry level job where it depends on you working so many hours a week. What if you're only making 20 hours a week, maybe 25, 30? And some of these jobs you're making less hours than that. You're not getting the full 40 hours at $7.50 an hour. You're only clearing probably 150, maybe $100 a week after taxes. See, people don't mention that. It's not money. It's not. It's That's not enough money to even pay your rent and have food left over after you pay light bill and gas, and then you gotta have clothes. You gotta have gas in your car to get to work, and God forbid if you have kids. I mean, it's the money that they're paying people is right at poverty level, and I feel like America can afford to do so much more. If they just raise that minimum wage, it would help a lot of people. Anyway, that's not what the topic of this video about, but I just went on a little rant right then. Anyway, the technology sector, meanwhile, extended losses falling 2.9% this week. Among the major decliners, Microsoft Corp MSFT had a negative 0.49% loss, and that's big, that's huge. Logged a weekly drop of 3.7%, while Google parent Alphabet Incorporated um, had a negative 0.54% loss, and the GOOG had a negative 0.50% loss, and they slid 4.4%. Facebook, um, it says that Facebook was up 0.31%, was among the biggest losers, tumbling 7.2%. Facebook stock went down as low as $160 per share, from 200 a few months ago now to $160 per share. But I told a couple of friends in one of the Robinhood groups that it was going to fall that low. $160, hold your money and buy it at 160. They didn't want to believe me. But the way I'm looking at the market now, it could fall as low as $155, maybe 153, 155. So I've been advising people to hold off with putting your money in, a whole lot of money in Facebook, because you're gonna lose money unless you just one of those type of people who can afford to hold it until Facebook bounces back. But if you're not the type of person who can hold money and just watch it just go low and then come dip low and come back up high, then you need to sell it and put your money into something that is showing progress. Because right now Facebook is not the one, and they have a long road to battle from what I'm seeing from those court proceedings that they have been involved in. So I don't see no quick end to that. Those are really serious court proceedings, and it's not looking good so far. So should the stock market, let's see, these are more articles that you can read. I'll put the link to this one at the bottom of this video. And it goes on to say, I think investors were hopeful that we clearly made progress with Mexico on trade, and Canada seemed to be within a line of sight. And I think investors were saying maybe we won't get the fireworks with China. And clearly there is disappointment right now, said Diane Jaffe, senior portfolio manager at TCW. With today's job numbers, we're back to our regular scheduled program. July's disappointment may have been an outlier as our economy is humming along at full speed, wrote Mike Wingart, Vice President, Investment Strategy at E-Trade Financial Corp. Strong jobs numbers, plus continued strength from economic fundamentals in a market coming off a winning streak, all portend for a positive end in Q3, he said. Well, we'll see. We'll see about that. We'll see what the real numbers are going to be when Q3 comes around. The interpretation of that jobs report is that inflation is potentially building up in the economy, driven by the wage growth, said Ernesto Ramos, head of equities for BMO Global Asset Management. And that's good news. It's the strength of the wage growth number that's driving us down today. Oh, that's not good. I think this bakes in the idea of 4 rate hikes this year, which is not good for the market. Overall, this gives a higher probability of more rate hikes over the coming year. This is what he told Market Watch. So if the China tariffs were going on much better, then seems like we'll be having a better performance rate as far as our stock. The tech weakness in trade do concern me to a degree. You don't have a good market if tech isn't a leader. That's true. And there's no doubt that tariffs and weakness in China could become a bigger concern if the issues start to spill out over into the U.S. more, said Wayne Coffin, chief market analyst at Phoenix Financial Services. And then you can go on and see the other things they're saying, what stocks were in focus. They talk about the good stocks and the bad stocks, and some of the strong companies that are not performing well. Now I've been looking at that Roku Incorporated. I'm liking that one. I've been seeing it around a lot, so I'm thinking about snatching that one up. So, well, I'm going to end this video, guys. I just want to give you, hopefully this kind of eases your mind, because whenever people see a lot of red in their portfolio, it makes them go kind of crazy, especially in our Robinhood portfolios. So I just wanted to shed a little light on what's going on in the markets and what's going on in the world, because I love to stay on top of everything that's going down. So if you're interested in joining the stock market, for some people would see this as a great time to jump in, because its stocks are low, especially with the strong companies, and you'll buy low, and then when everything picks back up, you're going to make a whole lot of money. You're going to turn a nice profit. So if you're interested in getting into the stock market, feel free to join my Robinhood team. I'll leave the link at the bottom of this video. And what you do, you'll click that link, confirm your email, and all information will be sent to you within 10 to 15 minutes. Just follow all the information that's in that email, and get back with me. I'll add you to my mastermind group, and in that group, I teach those who don't know how to work the stock market. I give lessons on the stock market and how it works. You get my one-on-one coaching. and you also get my hot picks, what to buy, what not to buy. Okay, so I thank you so much if you made it to the end of this video. I thank you so much, and I love having you guys join me on this video. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. I'm happy to have you. Hit that like button, share this video with your friends. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Join our financial money community. We're leveling up, guys. We're going to end this year with a bang. And if you're also new to the channel, feel free to go back and watch some of the older videos. I just love sharing information with you guys and helping everybody make money. I love you, love you, love you. I'm going to end this video right now. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Stay tuned to my next video. God bless you.